ever discover a game that makes you go, God damn, I wish I had a Sega Dreamcast growing up? Because I sure didn't until I played a little game called Illbleed. A pretty obscure survival horror game with a cult following that has gained a little bit more popularity in recent time. And after playing the first 2 levels of Illbleed, genuinely, I think this might be one of my favorite games.
My dad was always conjuring up new devices, tricks, and traps, each one scarier than the last. Guess who he tried them out on? Yep, me.
In Illbleed, you play as Eriko Christie, a high school student who isn't fazed by much anymore because her father would always scare her to death at a young age. Eriko's 3 friends, Kevin, Michelle, and Randy, plan on going to a new theme park called Illbleed that apparently has a $100 million prize to anyone who can make it through the whole park. Eriko decides not to go with them, but once her friends never return, she goes to Illbleed to search for them.
Excuse me, did you see 3 high school kids around here 3 days ago? They had special invites. What?
Eriko must traverse through the park's many attractions in order to find her friends and confront Illbleed's creator, Michael Reynolds. Now, not a crazy setup, but what makes the game special is everything surrounding the setup. The unsettling aesthetic, the cheesy voice acting, the goofy music, and of course, the fun as hell different levels. All of it make this game feel like no other. Eriko and her friends are just a bunch of goobers that share a single brain cell and are all fun to listen to due to the voice acting being just beautiful.
Okay now, here we go! Whoa, yeah.
At last, we can be together forever. Let's go back to hell.
And you do get to play as whoever you end up saving, so you get some character variety, even if Kevin acts like how I would in this situation. Just missing the piss stains. The gameplay of Illbleed. It's a Minesweeper? You find a horror monitor in each level and use that to mark areas that you think might have a trap set. If you marked it correctly, you don't take damage from the trap.
Cool.
But if you encounter a trap you didn't mark, you take damage. Now, these traps are not scary at all. The game proclaims itself to be a B-movie horror game, so while it appears to be trying to scare you, it's not. Between the cheesy-ass narration and the traps being goofy shit, it's easy to see why this game is a good time. Occasionally, these traps will be battles with enemies. You can escape via helicopter, or you can try to fight them. The combat is clunky, I'd say by design, but you're forced into a battle or two every now and again, so I do wish the combat wasn't as lame, and don't get me started on the chaser segments. But first, look at this guy. Yeah, this game is just messing around. You gotta run away, but the dude can teleport, which makes these a little more annoying than they should. And the platforming. Oh my god, the platforming is garbo! Even with that though, this game is just such a ride. I had a great time with what I played, and I definitely will finish the game this month, and I'll probably end up making a video about it in the future. Now, there was going to be an Xbox port, but it got canceled, so all we have is the Sega Dreamcast version, and it's... holy shit. Now, I, would never suggest anything that might be in the gray area of legality, but seriously, can you afford that game? Do what you gotta do to play Illbleed. It's probably one of the most unique horror games I have ever or will ever play.